Hi guys, this is Chris and I'm back to finish off my March orchid update. In this video we'll have my phalaenopsis orchids. This first orchid, our best friend Daniel picked up for me last week. He knows how crazy I am over orchids and he was kind enough to pick this up for me at his local supermarket. Isn't she lovely? I love her. I've been wanting one this color. And I'm going to keep her on my piano, which gets south facing indirect light. Now this is my phalaenopsis with a pink mini blooms, and she is in hydroton in a glass vase. She has 3 buds left, and then I will cut her spike back. She is also in my piano room, getting south facing indirect light. This next phal is on my dining room table, and she receives bright south facing indirect lighting all day, and she seems to be thriving here, so I am not going to move her even when she's resting. Here you can see that her roots are actively growing. And there's this little secondary spike at the bottom of the base. Not much happening there, but I am not going to cut it off yet. Now, as for this secondary spike, you guys tell me if this looks like a leaf forming. To me, it looks like a leaf forming, and I'm hoping for a keiki. I would be ecstatic if I got a keiki. But if not, I just want it to be a healthy flower spike. That'll make me happy also. Next up is my white phalaenopsis orchid, and she is growing a new leaf. So I am super stoked about that. I have cut both of her spikes down, and she is in my kitchen getting indirect south facing light. Okay, so this next phal is my phal which has a terminal spike, which means there is a spike growing right in the middle of the base where new leaves would be forming. And I keep this phal in my living room next to a west-facing window, and she seems to be thriving here, so I have kept her here for about a month, and her roots look good. I have cut down 2 out of 4 of her flower spikes, and I really need to cut this other spike that only has about 3 blooms on it. Okay, so next up are my resting orchids. Most of these orchids were packed in sphagnum moss, and I lost a lot of their roots due to root rot and full sphagnum moss. And I think I waited too long to repot them, but thanks to Samantha, she showed how to save orchids using hydrogen medium, and they seem to be doing better, so thank you, Samantha. I eventually want to mount these phals on cork and bark and hang them outside. I want to give that a try. And also these phals are in my living room on my coffee table getting northwest indirect lighting. Now this last phal of mine is my kaleidoscope variety. She is doing really well. She's got active root growth, and I keep her in my bedroom, and she gets southeast bright and direct lighting. And that does it for my update. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you had a great Easter.